Okay, guys, for today's lesson, you're going to need this sheet. This is graphing from standard form. So this is not in the packet. This is a separate sheet. So today we're going to talk about graphing lines, but they're not in slope-intercept form. Instead, what they are is what we call standard form. And standard form just means this: AX plus BY equals C. So your X and your Y value is on the left side, and then you have your constant on the right side. So we got to do a little bit more work today to graph these lines. All right, I'm going to come down below. I'm going to rewrite this equation. 7x minus 2y equals negative 10. All right, remember when we graph, we want it in slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So essentially, the y has to be all alone, everything else on the right side. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get rid of that x. I need to move that x to the other side. So I'm going to do that by doing the opposite of what it says. So I'm going to do minus 7x. So I come over here and do minus 7x. Okay, this cancels. I drop down this negative 2y. And then on the right side, I need to reorder these so my x is in front. So I have negative 7x and then a minus 10. Okay, slope-intercept is just a 1y. It's a positive 1y. It's not any other number. So if you have any other number in front of your y, you have to divide by that. But to keep it fair, you have to divide everything by that same number. And be careful, if it's a negative, you got to also divide by a negative. Okay, so negative 2 divided by negative 2, that gives you positive y, which is what you wanted. Over here, negative over negative, that's a positive. 7 over 2, it doesn't reduce, so we leave it like that because when we graph slope-intercept form, we want fractions like that. We don't want a mixed number. It's more helpful as improper. And then negative 10 divided by negative 2, that gives you positive 5. Okay, so just like before, identify what's your M and what's your B. Remember, the B is always the starting point. So my starting point here is 5. Okay, so I'm going to go up on the y-axis and put my point at 5. And then my M is 7 over 2. So that means it's positive. So I would go up 7, but I'm way off the graph. So I'll go up 7 and I'd run 2. But if I can't fit it that way, I can go the opposite way. So instead of going up 7, I can go down 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So kind of holding the spot right there. And I would have ran to the right 2. So the opposite of that would be moving to the left 2. Okay, and we try to fit 3 points on there, but we can't always get 3 points on there. Sometimes we can only get the 2 on there. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and connect those 2 points. And there is that line. Okay, second one. What's up, Mr. Hames?
Hey, you recording a video or?
Can I pause it? I don't even know.
You don't have to. You can just get me talking in the background. It's fine. Hi, students.
Hello, people. This is Mr. Hames.
Am I going to be upside down?
He is upside down.
I can't do a headstand.
Darn it, that would have been awesome.
I mean, I could. Okay, first.
Okay.
Come see me when you're done.
All right. Number 2, 3x minus 2y equals 2. So I'm going to come down below. I'm going to write 3x minus 2y equals 2. Again, I want to go ahead and subtract the x. So I'm going to do minus 3x on both sides. Okay, that cancels. So we have negative 2y equals, and remember, put your x in front, negative 3x. And then that was a 2. It's a positive 2, so I need to put plus 2 in the back. Okay, remember, whatever number is in front of your y, you need to divide by. So we're going to divide both sides by negative 2, which means this cancels. That leaves you with a positive y. Over here, negative over negative, that's a positive. So that leaves you with 3 over 2x. Notice that's not going to reduce down. And then over here, 2 divided by negative 2, that's negative 1. Okay, so your M and your B, identify those first. So your B is negative 1. So I'm going to come down here and put a point at negative 1. My M is 3 over 2. Okay, so let's get a point on there. So from here, it's positive. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. Then I have to run 2. Okay, I want to repeat because get 3 points on there if you can. Up 1, 2, 3, and over 2. All right, use your straight edge. Connect the points. Put your arrows on the ends. And there's that line. All right, moving on, number 3. So number 3, we have 2x minus y equals negative 5. All right, so I'm going to subtract 2x, and that cancels. Now be careful, that's a negative y. That needs to come down with that. Equals negative 2x, and then I have minus 5. All right, we don't ever want to have a negative y, so technically that's a negative 1y. So you would divide everything by a negative 1, which means that cancels out, and you get positive y. Negative over negative is a positive, so positive 2x. Negative over negative again is positive, so plus 5. So when I graph this, identify M, identify B. My B is at positive 5. So let's put a point there on the y-intercept at 5. And my slope is 2. Remember, when it's a whole number, it's technically 2 over 1. Okay, so if I was to go up 2, because it's positive, and over 1, it'd be like up 2 and then over 1, kind of like this, but it's off the graph. So remember, if we're going off the graph, we can go the opposite way. So instead of going up 2, I can fall 2 and then run to the left 1. And then I can repeat that to get my third point. So fall 2 to the left 1. Remember, there should be a positive slope, so our line is going up in a positive fashion. Make your line nice and big, put your arrows on the ends, and that's the end of that one. Okay, one more together. 4x minus 3y equals 15. So I'm going to start by subtracting 4x. This cancels. So you get negative 3y equals negative 4x plus 15. Okay, you're going to divide both sides by negative 3. So that cancels. So you get y is equal to, and negative over negative, that's going to be a positive, so 4/3 x, and then 15 over negative 3 is negative 5. Okay, so identify our M and identify our B. The B in this case is that negative 5 that's in the back. So I'm going to come down to negative 5, put a point, and then my M is positive 4/3. So from this point, I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I run to the right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to repeat, up 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the right, 1, 2, 3. There's my 3 points. Connect them. And there you go. Okay, now when you guys graph some on your own, you are going to have some negative slopes. So remember, negative slopes will be going in the other direction. It just so happened all these examples ended up being positive slopes. All right, you guys go ahead and do number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, number 11, and number 12.